Day 1 of sentencing in the Oscar Pistorius trial has adjourned in the North Gauteng High Court. Let's have a look now at what was said and who was on the witness stand. The day started off with Dr. Laura Hartzenberg speaking on behalf of the defense. Now, Dr. Hartzenberg was Oscar Pistorius' therapist from the time he shot Reeva and all the way through the trial. Now, the defense led Dr. Hartzenberg through an explanation of Oscar Pistorius' mental state at the moment. She says that Oscar Pistorius hasn't been given the chance to grieve properly for Reeva, that the intense media scrutiny has not allowed him to properly let her go or say goodbye to her, and that he is still very much in the clutches of grief and unable to cope with his emotions. She spoke about how he spoke about wanting to reach out to the Steenkamp family, but how that wasn't possible, and how Oscar Pistorius desperately wanted to attend Reeva's memorial and funeral. But when cross-examined by Gerrie Nel, Dr. Hartzenberg was quite defensive about Oscar Pistorius. Gerrie Nel wanted to know if the rumors or media reports were true that Oscar Pistorius was seeing a new woman. Of course, if Oscar Pistorius does have a new girlfriend, it allows the state to paint him as somebody who's quite callous, who perhaps didn't really care all that much about losing Reeva, and perhaps was easily able to replace Reeva. But Dr. Hartzenberg wouldn't confirm any of that, so we moved on to a very interesting witness. That witness was Joel Moringa, who is a social worker with the Department of Correctional Services. Now, his recommendation really shocked the courtroom and really split opinions. Moringa suggested that, given Oscar Pistorius' circumstance, he should be given a 3-year period of correctional supervision, which is essentially house arrest. So he wouldn't serve any jail time, but he would be bound to his house, and his comings and goings would be strictly monitored if he was allowed to leave at all. And he also suggested 16 hours of community service a month. After Moringa, we heard from Oscar Pistorius' manager, Piet van Zyl, who spoke glowingly about Oscar Pistorius' willingness to get involved with charity work. He spoke about how Oscar Pistorius was desperate to get involved with underprivileged people in Mozambique, people who have been victims of landmines. He also spoke about Pistorius' willingness to delve into his own pockets to give funds to people who needed prosthetic limbs. Now, van Zyl is of course trying to paint Oscar Pistorius as a man who was very interested in helping others, and he's trying to show that should Oscar Pistorius be given a suspended sentence with community service time, it would suit him very, very well. He also went on to explain how Oscar Pistorius' commercial entities and his deals had fallen through with the verdict. He explained how Oscar Pistorius' management had gotten letters confirming that all of his endorsements and contracts had been effectively terminated when he was found guilty of culpable homicide. Sentencing for Pistorius will continue tomorrow in the North Gauteng High Court at 9:30 a.m.